Mothers against daughters, and daughters against their own mothers. Brothers hating and jealous of one another. Sisters won't speak, fall out with one another. Have I got any help in here? Look like sometimes the best folk you find are your friends, folk that don't even know you. Outsiders. And somebody said, why is this? Simply because of the escalations of sin, things are getting worse. But how many know it's going to get worse before it gets better? Oh, Lord, what shall I do? Knowing that the devil is working in families. What shall I do, seeing folk all against one another? So much hatred. I want to be right with you. So tell me, what shall I do? I don't want to be the person that starts problems. That's always part of contention and strifes and arguments. Have I got any up in here? So what stance shall I take? Jesus said, I'm glad you asked. I'm going to give you the right assessment of family. It does not mean you won't have confrontation. It don't mean that family members won't get mad at you. It don't mean that they won't blast you. It don't mean, amen, that all won't be peaches and cream. But if you want to be pleasing to me, he says, this is what you got to do. You have to have the right assessment of family. And so when his mother and brothers and sisters said to come outside, stop him from doing the work of God, Jesus, let them know that the ones that is his mother, the ones that is his brothers and sisters, are they that are on the same team. And just because you got the same blood running in your veins, don't mean y'all going the same destination. Have I got any help in here? I got to get ready to leave you. But Jesus said, I want to make a declaration. I know that this woman bore me. And I know that these are my brothers and sisters. Have I got any help in here? He says, but they, my brothers and sisters, don't even believe in me. Now that wasn't the case for the mother, but the mother was caught between a rock and a hard place. You see, a mother loves all of her children. Have I got any help in here? And sometimes, in order to keep peace, the mother did not want to show too much favoritism to Jesus. So she would resort sometimes to the conversations of his other brothers and sisters. Have I got any help in here? Well, some of you may have experienced this, that you have experienced in your family problems with the siblings. Have I got any help in here? And trying to be a mediator and work things out, you have to find out that there is no neutrality. Oh, yes, either are right or either you are wrong. Have I got it up in here? Jesus said, I'd rather that you be hot or you be cold. For he says, if you're lukewarm, I'll spew you out of my mouth. Oh, Lord, that means that he gets sick of seeing folk that are wishy-washy. They don't stand for anything, so therefore they fall for anything. Oh, Lord, you had Martin Luther King when he said, if a man won't stand for something, oh, that man will fall for anything. Oh, Lord. because they were coming in between his relationship with the Father. Oh, yes. You see, when you try to hinder somebody from doing a good work, you become an opposer. Yeah, Lord. I'm going to say this for many that are in here. Yeah, it's bad to become an opposer. Oh, yeah, it's bad to oppose somebody that God has his hands on. Oh, Lord, you may not like them. You may not like some things they do. But if you know that the hands of God are on them, it just behooves you to make it a matter of prayer. Because when you stand between God and somebody that is doing his will, God will have to take care of you because his will must be done. You remember Moses. Moses was a Hebrew boy that was raised in Pharaoh's house, and he saw one of the Egyptians mistreating his own people. Moses got angry and buried that man in the sand. He killed him and took his life. Looked at your neighbor and said, I can't believe it. The preacher killed somebody. And many folk could have talked about him. Many folk could have discredited him because he had a murder on his record. But God still used him. Have I got it up here? And God let nothing happen to him because he had something in store for him. How many can attest to that? You realize that you're supposed to be dead. You realize that you've done enough things to take your own self out of here. But then you've seen the hand of God, amen, shield you, protect you from dangers seen and unseen dangers. And you said, I know the Lord got some work for me to do. Because if you read in John chapter 7, his brothers tried to coerce him to go up to Jerusalem, realizing that the Jews in Jerusalem wanted to kill him because he healed a man on the Sabbath day. And then it says in 7th chapter that his own brothers did not believe in him. Have I got it up in here? I wonder in here today, what would you do if family forsook you? What would you do if your friends forsook you? What would you do if everybody forsook you?